A warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to the last day of the Bangalore Winter Meeting 2022-23 Friday meeting here at Bangalore as we kickstart the race preview of the first race, the Division 3 of the Champion Jockey Trophy. Handicap for horses rated 22.45, distance run is 1400 meters. We have a look at number 1, Top Dancer, who finished on 9. Twilight Fame was the winner. She's Innocent, number 9 in the card. Ended up 10th, almost running together, in fact, with Top Dancer was the one who finished on 9th out of 12 runners, almost came in from the last position to finish on 9th out of 12 runners. Twilight Fame was the winner, putting Tongue Strap rated at 31. Just one outing right throughout the season and finished on in that back bunch, whereas number 9 in the card, that She's Innocent, first, second behind Konichiwa, and subsequently ran a poor race, finishing on 10th out of 12 runners in a higher class, rated at 24. From Blinkers, Tongue Strap, Cross Nose Band. Number 2 will be El Alamein. El Alamein ran 8th. Aguera was the winner, and El Alamein was almost in that back bunch and ended up finishing on 8th on the starting. After that, third behind Splendido on the first occasion. Hasn't shown that form in his subsequent 2 outings, having run 9th behind Bangalore and 8th out of 9 runners, beating 1 home. Aguera, the winners, put Tungster, Crossnose Pen, Basket Bit rated at 30. 3 will be Macron. Macron finished 5th. Peridot was the winner, and Macron was the one was angling for his run in between runners. A little bit of high action out there, and Macron finished on 5th on the starting. Both occasions having run 5th is Macron. Now been switched over on the outside to end up finishing on 5th. 5th being Roman Par, 5th being Peridot, rated at 30. Spun Blinkers, Tongue Stuff, Cross Nose Band, and Basket Bit is number 3, Macron. 4 will be Recreator. Recreator is the one who's had a couple of outings, having run 6th on the starting, where Tiger Returns was the winner. Had that free passage, in fact, and ended up eventually finishing on 6th on the starting. No form to go by at all in all his 5 outings. Finished off the frame is Recreator. Late Mitsuro, rated at 30s. For Blinkers, Tongue Stop, Cross Nose Band is number 4, Recreator. Sacred Creator comes the next to finish third. Thunderstruck was the winner, and Sacred Creator with Akasi finishing on 5th. But let's have a look at the first runner. In fact, Sacred Creator was a winner in race number 115 and subsequently ran 5th behind Beldona and twice 3rd behind Disruptor, and Thunderstruck is Sacred Creator's one Tungster Crossnose Band rated at 30, whereas number 8 in the car, Akasi, finished on 5th on the sorting. Twice 5th and 1 second, in fact, is Akasi. In this occasion, ran 5th behind Thunderstruck, rated at 25. One Tungster Crossnose Band Hanging Bit is number 8, Akasi. Phoenix Star out of Tigress Nor. And 6 will be Empire of Dreams. Empire of Dreams ran 7th. Cash Out was the winner, and Empire of Dreams was nicely poised at the final 200 meters, but eventually dropped back gradually to end up finishing on 7th out of 7 runners. Ran off the frame on this occasion in race number 150, having run 2nd behind the Republic Power on one of the occasions, and subsequently ran 6th behind Archway, 7th on the starting, rated at 29 for Blinkers. Tongue Strap. 7 will be Maybach. Maybach ran 7th. Archway was the winner, and Maybach been produced. The widest of all was Maybach with a pretty high action, given a couple of backhanders. Maybach ran 7th on the sorting. 2nd behind Sophia was a notable one, but subsequently never reproduced that form, having run 10th behind Roman Par and 7th out of 11 runners behind Archway, rated at 29. We want to number 10, that's Lady Godiva, who finished 10th. Chinky Pinky was the winner, and Lady Godiva in the silks of sky blue with yellow B, sky blue sleeves is Lady Godiva. Finished 10th out of 14 runners, in fact, after that run in race number 89, where he finished 5th behind the Republic Power. She ran 10th on this occasion, rated at 21 for Blinkers. Tungstar. Phoenix Surprise, who finished 8th. Mr. Humble was the winner, and Phoenix Surprise was gracing the wrong end of the field, putting that white cap was Phoenix Surprise. Phoenix Star out of Foxy, Maine is Phoenix Surprise. Ran 2nd behind Cash Out in this occasion, 8th out of 12 runners. Doesn't run 2 races alike as Phoenix Surprise, rated at 21 for Tongue Strap. Mr. Humble just managing to win by a long neck, and Phoenix Surprise ended up 8th. The second race will be the Gangavalli Plate. The distance run is 1600 meters. Horses rated 20-45. We have a look at Thunderstruck. The eventual winner in this race is Thunderstruck, and eventually ended up winning this race by a margin of half a length, waiting to pounce on the front runner. Fought out the issue with the Able One, and ultimately managed to win by half a length as Thunderstruck. In fact, 2 wins and 1 second on this occasion is Thunderstruck, rated at 42 Blinkers Tungster Basket here in winter. 2 will be Lex Luthor. This is the Pune run you're looking at of Lex Luthor, where 10 star at a Smoking Bell ran 11th on that occasion, 11th out of 11 runners after that second behind Love Warrior on the previous occasion, ran 11th out of 11 runners. Cypher was the winner on that outing in race number 127 in the Pune season. Sporting Blinkers tongue strap rated at 41 is number 2, Lex Luthor. 10 star at a Smoking Bell is Lex Luthor. And 3 will be Zarwich and number 5, My Vision are the 2 runners. But let's have a look at the first runner, Zavich. Zavich was the one who was at a couple of outings, having run second on 3 occasions, with once fourth being Shibanka, fifth being Disruptor, and sixth being My Vision, rated at 40s from Blinkers Tongue Strap and Crossnose Band. Whereas My Vision was knocking at the door, having run third being Stella Gold, second being Thunderstruck, second being Stella Gold, and winner on this occasion, beating Twilight Fame is My Vision. Night Store or Someone Special is My Vision. Sporting Blinkers Tongue Strap rated at 37. Twilight Tornado was the one who ran second on this occasion, and My Vision was the eventual winner over that mile trip. And we move on to the next runner, that's number 4, in fact, that's Sea Blush, with number 8 also coming up, Castaneda, and number 11 in the card, Solid Path. These are the 3 runners. Sea Blush was the one pretty consistent in his first 2 outings, and subsequently ran 6th being In You Believe, and 7th on this occasion being Stella Golds. One Blinkers rated at 40 is Sea Blush. Number 8, Castaneda, 11th out of 15 runners, rated at 31 from Tungster Crossnose Band. And number 11 in the card, Solid Power, finished on 14th out of 15 runners, having run once third being Stormy Ocean, rated at 25 for Blinkers Tungster Crossnose Band. And Basket Bid is number 11, Solid Power. Dean's Kitten out of Lumnia Blanche is number 11, Solid Power. 6 will be Bruce Almighty, and number 12 in the card, Rule of Law, are the next 2 runners. So Bruce Almighty was the eventual winner in this race, and won by a margin of a head, in fact, with Ringmaster challenging up strongly and bridged in the gap to just about a head, in fact, after running fourth behind Mystical Markaba and fifth behind Stormy Oceans. From Tungstop rated at 34, ended up winning that race over that 9 furlong trip as Bruce Almighty, whereas number 12 in the card, Rule of Law, finished on third on this outing is Rule of Law. David Livingston out of Gleb Queen is Rule of Law, ran third on this outing, third right throughout, in fact, rated at 20s, one Blinkers Tongue Strap. The King and I is the next runner. The King and I ran third. She's Beautiful, Isn't She Beautiful was the winner of this race, and the King and I was closely running third, in fact, and ended up there itself. 10 lengths between the first 3 runners is the King and I, and Isn't She Beautiful literally pulverized the opposition, and the King and I ended up finishing on the third over that 1100 meter trip, putting Crossnose Band rated at 32. Next runner coming up for scrutiny will be number 9, that's Ardecan, and number 10, Striking Point are the 2 runners. Ardecan was the one excellent out of Desert Lightning, who finished on 8th on the starting. Hasn't shown any form either in summer or here in winter. Just one outing here in winter in race number 123. Ran 8th being Serenius, rated at 28 from Blinkers Tongue Strap, Crossnose Band, Basket Bit, and Hood is number 9, Ardecan, whereas number 10, Striking Point, twice fifth and twice fourth, in fact, in the winter season is Striking Point, rated at 28 from Tongue Strap. Serenius was the eventual winner, winning by a margin of 4.5 lengths. 11 will be Solid Power. Let's have a look at Solid Power's credential. Well, we move on to the next race coming up will be the third race, the Champion Jockey Trophy Division 2. Handicap horses rated 22.45. Distance runners 1400. Capriati was the one. Well, was found to be lame on right foot due to injury on knee, and was withdrawn in race number 123. But we're looking at race number 87, where Capriati ran 5th B, and Always Happy, originally 6th, awarded this by the stewards, rated at 37 from Tungstop Crossnose Band is Capriati. 2 will be Chain of Thoughts, who ran 3rd on that occasion is Chain of Thoughts. Rightly Noble was the winner of that race, was a winner in race number 29, beating Rightly Noble in this current winter, and 4th being Chisocks with 6th being Beldona, and in this occasion ended up finishing on a close third in race number 167. Live to Fight Another Day, rated at 36 from Tungster Crossnose Band. Number 3 will be 4. 4 was the one who ran second. Agera was the winner of this race and leading the field, and ended up finishing on second on the starting. Pretty this is the horse which is most consistent, in fact, and half length separating the first 2 runners. Agera the winner, rated at 34. 4 will be Speaking of Stars. Speaking of Stars was the one who ran third behind Classic Charm on the first occasion and subsequently ran 7th out of 8 runners. Was a fancy runner, in fact, and eventually over that mile trip finished on 7th out of 8 runners. Is Speaking of Stars. Queen of Regnant was the winner of that race, rated at 34 for Blinker's tongue strap. And 5 will be Opus 1. Opus 1 ran second. Allgate was the one who was the eventual winner, winning by 3/4 of a length. And Opus 1 was the one, the grey, you cannot miss it, was a fancy runner. In fact, the other day, ended up finishing on second behind Allgate. 3/4 length separating the first two runners, was bridging on the gap on every stride and finished on second, rated at 32 from Blinker's Tungster Cross Nose Band. And 7 will be Breeze Bluster. Breeze Bluster ran 4. Chinky Pinky was the winner, and Breeze Bluster was the one. Well, finished on 4th being Impiana on the first occasion in race number 100, and subsequently finished on 4th again being Chinky Pinky in race number 130 is Breeze Bluster, with a couple of horses flashing onto the scene, and ran a mighty close 4th, in fact, is Breeze Bluster, rated at 30. 8 will be Burning Arrow. Burning Arrow ran 7th. Disruptor was the winner of this race, and last, in fact, is Burning Arrow, now been switched over on the outside, and ultimately ran 7th out of 7 runners, with Disruptor literally trouncing the opposition by 5 lengths. Burning Arrow ended up 7th. No form in his previous run as well, rated at 30 is Burning Arrow. My Solitaire comes the next. My Solitaire ran 5th. Lord Admiral of Crown Vision is My Solitaire. Has been pretty consistent, having run twice 2nd behind Siege Courageous and Montelina, and 5th behind Amarelli, and 5th behind Archway on this occasion is My Solitaire, rated at 30s. From Tungster Crossnose Band Basket Bit is number 9, My Solitaire. We move on to the next runner, that's number 10 in the card. That's Jersey Legend. Ace aboard of Jersey Girl is Jersey Legend, who finished 5th, angling for his run. Ultimate Striker had already stolen a march, and this horse, Jersey Legend, ended up finishing on 5th on the outing. Once 4th behind Jockey, with 8th being Gold Grey, 7th being Stella Gold, and over that sprint trip ran 5th out of 8 runners. Ultimate Striker was the winner, rated at 22. One tongue strap is number 10, Jersey Legend. The 4th race, the Division 1 of the Champion Jockey Trophy. Distance is 1400, horses rated 20 to 45. We have a look at number 1, Impiana. Impiana is the one who won his last starting in effortless fashion, beating Klockner by a margin of 8 lengths, and subsequently never reproduced that form in his next outing, finishing on 7th out of 13 runners. Did the running for most part of the journey and dropped back gradually to finish on 7th, rated at 41. One Tungster Crossnose Band is number 1, Impiana. We move on to the next runner, that's number 2 in the card, Super Ruffian. Super Ruffian ran 2nd. Tiger Returns was the winner of this race, and Super Ruffian was the one who ran 2nd behind Jockey, with 4th behind Augusto. 3rd on Always Happy's win, with 10th behind Beldona, and 2nd out of 8 runners behind Tiger Returns is Super Ruffian. Pinson out of Superbs from Tungstar Put. Pacify Blinkers rated at 40 is number 2, Super Ruffian. Well, 3 will be King of 4. King of 4 ran 4th. Stella Gold was the winner. Race number 133 over that 1800 meters. Well, angling for his run, and ultimately ran 4th on this outing. Back-to-back 4ths, with 4th being Santorino and 4th being Stella Gold, and winner beating Opus 1 on the first occasion, rated at 59 is King of 4. 4 will be Apsara. Apsara ran 6th. Cash Out was the winner of this race, and Apsara was the one last, in fact, and finished on just beating 1 home on this occasion is Apsara, having run 9th behind the Response on the first occasion, and 6th out of 7 runners being Cash Out is Apsara. Sanis Paracomat of Apparitions from Tungster Basket Bit, rated at 38 is number 4, Apsara. And 5 will be Mustadian. Mustadian ran 2nd. Rightly Noble was the winner of this race, and Mustadian was the one was on the center of the track, and eventually ended up finishing on 2nd, with Rightly Noble flashing onto the scene, came in and charged in on the outside, Rightly Noble, to end up winning this race, and Mustadian finished on 2nd. Head was the verdict separating the first 2 runners. Chain of Thoughts ran 3rd, rated at 38 when Tungster Crossnose Band. And 6 will be Agera, the eventual winner in this race. Won effortlessly, in fact, is Agera, and just waiting to pounce on the front runner. Took over the running at the final dying moments of the race, and ultimately won by half a length, beating 4 is Agera, having run 9th being Chinky Pinky on the previous occasion, rated at 37. 7 will be Caesar's Palace. Corporate Jungle out of Rehala is Caesar's Palace. Started off his campaign with the 8th being the Splendido, 5th being English Bay, and 9th being Amarelli. That's the form and credential. Race number 97 is the one which is in question, putting Blinker's Tongue Strap, rated at 36. Air Display comes in next. Air Display did not complete the course, in fact, where Starry Wind was the eventual winner in that race. It's drawn number 5, in fact, took a fly jump and then in fact, stood flat-footed in the gates, in fact, and never took a jump at all as Air Display, and stood in the gates, having run third behind Beldona and Espresso from Tungstop rate 35. Belvedere is the one who finished on third on the sorting. Is Belvedere being produced almost about 5 wide off the fence, with the winner being Allgate, winning by a comfortable margin. Opus 1 was the one who was starting to bridge the gap on every stride, and Belvedere could only finish on third on this occasion from Blinkers Tungster Crossnose Band, rated at 34. Number 10 will be Aquamatic, who finished 5th. My Vision was the winner of this race, and this is that mile trip, having run 5 times, twice 5th, with, in fact, having run 6 times, in fact, and ended up having run twice 5th, once 3rd, with 2nd being Serenus and 5th being My Vision, in fact, is Aquamatics. But Blinkers Cosmos Band, rated at 32. That mile trip is Aquamatics. And as per Aquamat of Locatrine is Aquamatic. We move on to the 5th race, the Champion Trainer Trophy. Distance run is 1200 meters. We have a look at number 1, Innerita. The eventual winner in this race is Innerita. And Mystic Eye also coming up for scrutiny, who finished on third. Quite a bit of horses coming up. Number 8 coming up for scrutiny is Lotte Brunnen, who ran second. Number 9 in the card, Striking Memory, with number 10, Tiger Returns, and number 12, Secret Superstar. But the Innerita was the one, the eventual winner in this race is Innerita, winning this race by half a length, beating Lotte Brunnen, putting Blinkers Tungster Basket with Crossnose Band, rated 61. Number 5 in the card, Mystic Eye, ran ending up third on this occasion. Came in with a strong challenge on the outside, putting Blinkers Tungster rated at 51. We have a look at number 8 in the card. That's Lotte Brunnen, who ran second. Lives to Fight Another Day, spring Side Chickpeas, rated at 48. Striking Memory ran 5th out of 8 runners, rated at 47 is Striking Memory. And number 12 in the card, that's Secret Superstar, finished on thrice 6th and once 11th being promise kept, is Secret Superstars from Tongue Stop, rated at 45. Well, number 2 will be Devil's Magic. Devil's Magic comes in next, who finished on third. Isn't She Beautiful was the winner of this race, with the blaze on her forehead. Well, in the center of the track is Devil's Magic, and she came and ran third on this occasion, having won a race last outing, and twice third being Cool Rider, and promise kept is Devil's Magic. In this occasion, ran third being Isn't She Beautiful. Tungster Crossnose Band, rated at 60 is Devil's Magic. Starry Wind and number 4 Extraordinary are the next 2 runners. Well, Starry Wind was waiting to pounce on the front runner, and Galactical was the one who was up there in that front position was Galactical, and Starry Wind was a winner in his last outing, beating Lotte Brunnen, and second on this occasion is Starry Wind from Tungstop Hangbit, rated at 55. 4 Extraordinary finished on third on this occasion in race number 159, and Galactical literally pulverized the opposition on this occasion, winning by a margin of 2 1/4 length. Previously having no form to go by is Extraordinary, and this occasion ran third behind Galactical, whereas Starry Wind ran second on this outing, rated at 55 for Tungstop, and Hangbit is Starry Wind, and Extraordinary is from Blinkers Tungstop, rated at 54. Classic Charm comes in next. Classic Charm ran 13th on this occasion, having won a race in race number 106, beating Hope Island, and 8th in the subsequent outing being Lakergas, and 13th out of 14 runners being Amreli, rated at 49 from Tungstock Crossnose Band is Classic Charm. Sami that of Tresemme Trim is number 6 Classic Charm, and Amreli winning by a comfortable margin of 3 lengths. 7 will be Cash Out. Cash Out was the eventual winner in this race. Was Cash Out, being produced on the wide outside was Cash Out, and came with a rattle on the outside. Back-to-back wins is Cash Out, and pretty consistent, barring one's fourth, has been pretty consistent, in fact, right throughout the season, in fact, is Cash Out. And he's been knocking at the door, and ultimately has been, performing as per expectations, rated at 40. It's from Tongue Stop is Cash Out. Scribbling Hopper comes next. Scribbling Hopper is a decade of Spirit of Excellence, is a Scribbling Hopper, who ran 8th behind the Moon's Blessing, with 4th being Douglas, and in this occasion 9th out of 12 runners. Lycurgus was the winner on this outing, and Scribbling Hopper ended up in that back bunch in the distance of 1400 meters, rated at 46 from Tungstock Crossnose Band. We move on to the sixth race, which is the leading owner trophy. Distance run is 1400 meters. Horses rated 60 to 85. We start off with the first runner coming up will be number 1 Automatic, who ran 6. Fawcetti was the winner of this race. And also coming up will be number 5 in the card, that's Shibanka. But let's start off with the first runner, that's Automatic. He's been pretty consistent, in fact, having run twice second behind Evaldo and Silverius, and 7th being Imperial Blue, and 6th being Fawcetti in this occasion. Oh, that 7 furlong trip. Ran a good mock race, in fact, the other day, putting a Blinkers Tungstar Crossnose Band rated at 84. Number 5 in the card is Shibanka, having won back-to-back wins, and 4th on this outing, rated at 73 from Tungstar Crossnose Band. We move on to the next runner coming up in number 2, that's Moon's Blessing, who ran 4th, having won his first starting, beating Etosha, and 3rd being Imperial Blue, and 4th out of 13 runners being All Attractive is Moon's Blessings from Tungstrap, rated at 83 is number 2, Moon's Blessing. 3 will be De Villiers. De Villiers ran 3rd. Shamrock was the winner, and De Villiers was the one who got that opening in between runners, starting to catch up with the front runner. But Shamrock was the one who accelerated very well, in fact, to win by a margin of 2.5 lengths. And De Villiers ran 3rd on this outing, rated at 80s from Tungstar Crossnose Band is number 3, De Villiers. Sepoy out of Expect is number 3, De Villiers. Last Wish, who ran 2nd. Ashwa Yodhveer was the winner of this race, and Last Wish was the one, started to gather momentum with Ashwa Yodhveer now taking over the running, and Last Wish came and finished on a length second, in fact, on this in this outing in race number 126 in the invitation weekend, rated at 73 from Tungstrap Hanging Bet. And 6 will be Delmar, and number 7, that's Prince Abira, the next 2 runners. Delmar was the one, having won in his first outing, beating Sky Fire, and 6th being Cool Rider, and 6th being Isn't She Beautiful is Delmar, rated at 60 cents for Tungstar Crossnose Band Hanging Bet. Prince Abir, no form in his one outing, finished 10th out of 12 runners, rated at 66 for Tungstrap. Elusive Girl, Elusive Girl finished on 7th. The Inheritor was the one who won on this occasion. Ran ending up 7th on the starting after 3rd for most part of the journey. And in Mysore finished on 4th, being Gemini on his previous occasion. And 2nd being Green Channel here in winter is Elusive Girl. Tungstar Crossnose Band rated at 60 is Elusive Girl. Lycurgus, slightly coming into some sort of form, in fact, having won back-to-back wins, and won 6th behind Seema Hills, and ran again 2nd behind Seema Hill in race number 163 is Lycurgus, and ran ending up 1.5 lengths behind the winner, rated at 60s from Tungstrap. We move on to the feature event of the day, the running of the Governor's Trophy. Distance run is 1600 for 3-year-old horses. We have a look at number 1, Fearless Joey, who ran 6th. August is the winner of this race, and Fearless Joey was last, in fact, and finished on ending up just beating one home, in fact, is Fearless Joey, having run 3rd on the previous occasion behind Zar, and in this occasion 6th out of 7 runners. August is the winner, rated at is for Tungstrap as Fearless Joey. And 2 will be Grand Par. Grand Par ran 3rd. Jamari was the winner of this race. This is the Mumbai run you're looking at, where Grand Par ended up finishing on 3rd, having run 2nd behind Anzac Pipanel on the previous occasion. In this run, finished on 3rd out of 6 runners. Jamari was the winner. From Tungstrap is number 2, Grand Par. 3 will be Lionel. Lionel ran 3rd. Golden Warrior was the winner of this race, and this is the Chennai run you're looking at, where Lionel was the one who finished on 3rd out of 10 runners, having run 2nd for most part of the journey, and ran 3rd ultimately is Lionel. Multi-dimensional price-wise is Lionel, ending up 3rd in race number 204 in Chennai. 4 will be Tiger Shark. Tiger Shark was the one who ran 12th out of 13 runners. Synthesis was the winner of this race in the silks of Claret Gold Aplets. Claret Cap is Tiger Shark. Race number 132 finished on just beating one home from Tungstrap was number 4, Tiger Shark. And 5 will be Auspicious Queen. Auspicious Queen was the winner of this race, having finished 3rd in the previous occasion in Del Pico's win in race number 92. Repeated that winning performance in race number 151 in this current winter, where Farzan was the winner, and Auspicious Queen quickened well of the all important, and Gusto out of Almondine, rated at in race number 151. Won by 3 1/4 lengths is Auspicious Queen. Miracle Mary, who is coming from Hyderabad, in fact, as Miracle Mary, is at a Planetary at Zava, the eventual winner in this race, and having run fourth in his previous outing, ended up winning this race, was a fancied runner, and won by a margin of a length, in fact, is Miracle Mary. Planetary at Zava, tongue strap is number 6. The 8th race is the leading stud trophy. Distance run is 1100 meters for horses rated 40 to 65. One will be Michigan Melody. The eventual winner in this race is Michigan Melody. Well, there you can have it in the bottom half of your screen, being produced almost about 6 wide off the fence, but catching up on the outside, came with a rattle to come and eventually win by a margin of 3/4 of a length, beating Oh Hansini is Michigan Melody, rated at 65. 2 will be Kensington Court. Kensington Court ran 5th. Isn't She Beautiful was the winner, and Kensington Court was the one. Well, started to catch up with the front runner, given a couple of backhanders, but eventually ran 5th out of 12 runners, having run 3rd being De Villiers, 4th being Golden Oak, 5th being Star Glory, and 11th being Cool Riders. Putting blinkers, tongues across nose band, rated at 64 is Kensington Court. Isn't She Beautiful was the winner on this occasion. 3 will be Anakin. Anakin ran 4th. Galactical was the winner of this race, and Galactical was the won comfortably. In fact, Starry Wind came and ran 2nd on this occasion, and Anakin was the one who ran 4th out of 8 runners, was winner in race number 66, beating Queen Spirit is Anakin. After that, hasn't shown any form, but in this occasion, ran 4th out of 8 runners in a higher class, in fact, in a lower class, in fact, in race number 159, rated at 61 tongue strap basket bet. Eternal Princess, and also coming up for scrutiny will be number 8 in the cart, Skaffenberg, but Eternal Princess was the one. Started off on a reasonably good note, running 2nd being You Can, with 8th being Cool Rider, 9th being Devil's Magic, 7th being Super Kind, from tongue strap, cross nose band, basket bet rated at 52. 8 on the other hand is Skaffenberg, hasn't shown any form at all, is Skaffenberg. 8th on the previous occasion being Chibanka, and this occasion 9th out of 9 runners being Super Kind in race number 142. From tongue strap rated at 45 is number 8 Skaffenberg, ace aboard out of Arabica. Archway comes in next. Tough class out of Ace Empress Jessie is Archway. Archway ran 8th. Amarelli was the winner of this race, and Archway was the one sporting the silks of royal blue. In fact, ended up finishing on 8th out of 14 runners. Winner in his last outing, and pretty consistent in his previous 4 outings, in fact, is Archway. Barring this one run, who ran 8th on this outing, has done very good enough to merit consideration in his previous occasions, rated at 50s from Tungsta Cross Nose Band. Siege Courageous, who finished second. Ashwayudveer was the winner of this race. This is the Delhi run where you're looking at, where Siege Courageous ran a mighty race, and Ashwayudveer was the one who was the winner of this race, slightly shifting out of the straight course, and it was a ding-dong battle between Siege Courageous and Ashwayudveer, and ultimately it was Ashwayudveer who travelled the better of Siege Courageous. Half a length separating these two. Lives to fight another day. From Tungsta Cross Nose Band, rated at 50. Ultimate Striker, the eventual winner in this race, is Ultimate Striker. Waiting to launch an assault as Ultimate Striker came and eventually took out the running and ended up winning by 2 lengths, in fact, beating Altair is Ultimate Striker. Green course out of Magnomical. Second being Gold Grey, and fourth being Kulsum on the previous occasions, rated at 47. 9 will be Star Admiral. Star Admiral ran third. Cash Out is the winner, and Star Admiral out of Lord Admiral out of Empress of Rome is Star Admiral, being produced on the wide outside, in fact, and finished on third out of 7 runners is Star Admiral. This is race number 150 you're looking at. Ran into the money is Star Admiral, rated at 44. Blinkers, Tungsta Cross Nose Band. 10 will be Roman Power. Roman Power ran fourth. Stormy Ocean was the winner of this race, and Roman Power was the one well in that fourth position and ultimately ended up fourth. In fact, is Roman Power, having won his last starting, beating Zabic, and fourth over that 9 furlong trip is Roman Power. Shifting Power out of Romani Spirits from Tungsta Cross Nose Band, rated at 42 is Roman Power. We move on to the last race of the season. Coming up will be the Goodbye Plate, the 9th race of the season, and we have a look at number 1, in fact, 9th race of the day, and number 1 will be Antelope. Antelope is at a 10 star at a tipping point as Antelope, who finished 7th behind Ooh La La on the first occasion in race number 90, and subsequently finished 4th out of 10 runners. Sacred Creator was the winner of this race, rated at 25. One blinkers is Antelope. 2 will be Memorable Time. Memorable Time ran third. Thunderstruck was the winner, and Memorable Time was the one who was in that second position. position, ended up ultimately third. Pretty consistent, barring one outing where memorable time ran. Fifth being Baba was in race number 48, rated at 24 is memorable time. Ultimate Chance comes in next. Ultimate Chance was the one who finished second. Twilight Fame was the winner of this race, and Ultimate Chance in race number 116 finished on second. 3.5 lengths separating the first two runners, with Twilight Flame as the eventual winner, and fourth being Isn't She Beautiful, eighth being Day Display in his subsequent outing in race number 79. But on this occasion, ran second being Twilight Flame, rated at 24 from Blinkers, Tongue Strap, Crossnose Band, and Hood is Ultimate Chance. And four will be Sekhmet. Sekhmet was the one who ran eighth behind Thunderstruck, and seventh being Baba was did not complete the course in race number 155 in this current winter season. There you have it, and did not complete the course. Ultimately is Sekhmet from Blinkers Tongue Stop, rated at 22. Mega Success and number 7, that's the Intruder, are the next two runners. But let's have a look at Mega Success's credential, who finished on ending up fourth after that winner and beating 8 Art Par, and fourth being the Omega Man. Ended up 8th being Sea Blush, and 5th being Lycra, fourth being Baroness on this occasion, rated at 20s from Blinkers Tongue Strap. The Intruder, on the other hand, finished 9th being Eco-Friendly, with 11th being Master of Success and 8th being Baroness. That's the form and credential. Rated at 17 is the Intruder. Cinco de Mayo comes the next. Green Coast out of Just Gold, Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is out of Green Coast out of Just Gold. Cinco de Mayo, who ran 8th. The Lady Supremos is the winner of this race. Well, yet another runner which is gracing the wrong end of the field, in fact, and ended up 8th out of 12 runners, ultimately having run 6th on the first occasion, being Almanac, 5th being King Speed, 6th being Eco-Friendly, withdrawn in Gold Gray's win, and 7th being Debonair. But on this occasion, 8th out of 12 runners, Lady Supremos the winner, rated at 18th from Tongue Strap. 8 will be Dawn Rising. Dawn Rising has had a couple of outings. Well, started off his campaign with a 10th being Spirit Dancer and 9th being Stella Gold, 5th being Emma, but subsequently was withdrawn in race number 146, where War Trail was the winner, was found to have sustained injury on right hind medial cannon and was withdrawn as Dawn Rising. But this is race number 98 you're looking at from Tungstar Side Chick Fees, rated at 14. Lightning Flame comes in next, who ran 4th is Lightning Flame, and this is the Mumbai run you're looking at, having finished 11th being Jubilant, with 5th in his next starting, and 4th in this occasion is Lightning Flame. David Livingston at 777 is Lightning Flame, finished on 4th over that 2,400 meter trips from Blinkers Tongue Stop Rubber Bit, rated at 12. Well, Perfect Tallow is the next runner, with Paradise Beckons being withdrawn. Perfect Tallow and number 12 Jai Vikram are the next two runners. But let's have a look at the first runner coming up for scrutiny. Will be number 11 Perfect Tallow. Is at a couple of outings, pretty consistent. 3rd being Spirit Dancer, 5th being Master of Success, and the 4th being Cash Out, and 3rd being Mr. Humbles from Tongue Stop, rated at 12. And number 12, the last runner for the day, finished on 5th on this outing, having run 8th behind Cash Out, ran 5th on this outings from Blinkers Tongue Stop Crossnose Band, rated at 6. So that's why the pre of today's races. Will join you in the summer season during May. Until then, thank you from all of us from the CCTV Dome.